911, where's your emergency?
Shit. My grandson shot his daddy up there.
You said your grandson shot your son?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Would you get somebody over here, please?
Do you know where your grandson is?
No, he ran back there and got in his car with his mama.
Grandson shot his son.
What you're about to see is one of the most emotionally explosive domestic shooting cases captured on Bodycam. A 911 call comes in with pure panic, family-on-family violence. A teenager accused of shooting his own father. But what makes this case even more disturbing is how quickly everything escalates from confusion to chaos to a fatal outcome inside a quiet apartment complex in Milwaukee. As officers rush in, they don't know if the suspect is still inside, armed, or already gone. The next few minutes will reveal a chain of decisions, split-second reactions, and a family conflict that completely collapses in real time. The question is, could this have been prevented?
11 was Atkinson, Unit 8.
We got entry here. We got entry right here. Across the street.
This is the moment officers transition from dispatch information into active threat assessment. Notice the urgency in their communication, asking about the shooter's location immediately. In real policing, this is critical. Before entering, officers must determine if the threat is contained or mobile. A fleeing suspect changes everything: risk level, perimeter setup, and backup strategy. What's interesting here is the confusion in early communication, which is common in fast-evolving scenes. When information is incomplete, officers rely heavily on rapid confirmation and instinct. Do you think they should always wait for full clarity or act immediately like this?
CPR. Commencing CPR.
Do we have...
We got a scene.
Yep.
You know where Grandma is?
Is Grandma here? Anybody else in the house?
Apartment's clear. Apartment's clear.
Sorry, there's cases all around me right now.
There's cases everywhere. We'll say probably like 30
Can you go get someone?
I got the gun right here.
You want to do that?
We got a firearm here.
We got firearm recovered right here.
Now the situation shifts from search and secure to full-blown crime scene management. Officers locate the victim and immediately begin CPR, which shows life-saving priority overrides everything else at this stage. But at the same time, another officer discovers a firearm, meaning this scene is still potentially dangerous. This is a key policing principle. Even when medical aid begins, the scene is never assumed safe until all threats are neutralized. That balance between saving a life and securing evidence is extremely delicate. If you were the responding officer, would you focus first on evidence preservation or life-saving measures?
Where's Grandma?
5111, firearm recovered.
There's no one in the apartment.
When you get a chance, you say that.
Where's the first witness?
The grandfather, whoever was downstairs, said he just heard about it.
She just heard about it?
He hadn't even been up here.
That'll be at least 10 cases in here.
Yeah, there's projectiles all over the damn place. Mom, you okay?
Yeah, I'm just nervous.
Do you hear anything or see anything?
I just heard, I had my door closed. I was in my room, but I just heard some shots.
Okay.
Put him in the house.
Do you know your neighbor? Corey Williams?
Yeah, that's his dad right there.
That's his father?
Yeah.
Who, do you know his son?
No. Yeah, his father and Corey and his father. You are Jesus.
How old is your son? Okay. How old is Stan? Okay. What's the grandson? What's your grandson? He's 18. His name Corey.
At this point, the reality becomes undeniable. The victim has suffered multiple gunshot wounds, and despite immediate life-saving efforts, he is pronounced dead. This is where bodycam footage often shifts tone completely. Officers are no longer responding to a possible shooting. They are now investigating a homicide. Every movement becomes evidence, Every object matters, and every witness statement becomes critical. What stands out here is how quickly responders transition from emergency rescue to investigative mode. It's a reminder that in law enforcement, one scene often holds multiple roles at once: medic, detective, and security, all in real time.
Multiple chest shots.
Do we know how many yet?
It's, I'm just from listening, it's a 9 through the chest, another 2 to 3 in the left arm, another 2 to 3 in the hip pelvis area. That's just what I've been able to find.
8 to 9 shots.
I don't know what she says, but
Well, he lives here, I think. The son and the mom just got evicted, maybe, according to his dad.
probably from here.
No, they got evicted from somewhere else, he thought. And now that's maybe where they
Just
were
stay
here,
here, crash
possibly.
here for a minute.
Possible. And he was carrying luggage out with him.
The boy was.
The 18-year-old. But then he said there was like 5 to 6 other kids with him.
Oh, that's weird.
That's really weird.
So now the question is,
This is a subtle but extremely important investigative moment. Amidst shell casings and chaos, officers notice custody-related documents. At first glance, it might seem unrelated, but investigators know better. In many domestic homicide cases, custody disputes or legal conflicts are underlying triggers. This is where detectives start building psychological context. Was this premeditated? Was there ongoing conflict? Or was this a sudden escalation? The presence of legal paperwork introduces a potential motive layer beyond just the shooting itself. Do you think most violent domestic cases are planned, or do they spiral in the moment?
This is a Milwaukee police! Open the door! Corey, open the door!
Voice here, voice.
Open the door! This is gonna get breached! It's open it! Open it now!
What's he saying? I can't hear him. He said run off the back door or something.
Let me see your hands!
Corey, come out, Corey. Come out. Come out. Sir, come out.
Who all lives in that building off of 11th and Atkinson?
It was my father, and then for a little bit it was my little sisters.
Did you stay over there yourself?
For a little minute, yeah.
Okay. What kind of duration, like from when to when did you live there?
For like, I said like 3 months.
Okay. Do you remember how long ago that was?
No.
You know if it was a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
It was like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, you stopped living there about 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, he kicked me out.
Okay. You said you were kicked out a couple weeks ago. Are you able to kind of explain why that happened, or?
He was asking me to do something, I refused, and he just kicked me out.
Okay. Do you remember what he was asking you to do?
He was telling me to tell my mother something, and I refused, and he kicked me out the same night.
Do you remember what he wanted you to tell your mom?
No.
Why'd you guys go over there yesterday?
My mother was trying to get them. She was trying to get like a police escort, and told her to go down there and try and grab them first before she called them for an escort. Like, she called them once. They told her to go there and try and grab them. And if he denied her, grabbing them, she'd step out and call them again. She'd get a police escort.
And your mom wanted to pick up all the rest of the kids that were over there. So besides your older sister and you, the rest of the kids were get there. Do you guys knock at the door, or how does that work?
We went to the front door. We were ringing our grandfather's doorbell so he can let us in.
Okay.
He didn't let us in. We went around back, and there's like a...
Was your dad there?
No.
Okay, so he wasn't home when you guys got there? How long do you guys think you were there before your dad came home?
Like, I said like 5 to 10 minutes, maybe 20.
Okay, and then if you're able to kind of explain what happened.
But when he came in?
Yep. Yeah.
He came in like to the front door. I was grabbing my stuff, putting it in a suitcase, like my computer and my clothes. He came in, and then the mom started to argue. Then I kind of butted in and just told him to like move around, let us leave. He started tussling me at me like right here. He was throwing me around.
This is the turning point of the entire investigation, the suspect's admission. Detectives are careful here. They don't interrupt, they don't accuse, they let the narrative unfold. This is a classic interrogation technique designed to extract voluntary confession without coercion. What's striking is how the suspect describes the moment as chaotic and reactive, not planned. But investigators will later compare this with forensic evidence like shell casing, placement, and wound trajectory. This is where perception meets physical evidence, and sometimes they don't align.
Times you shot, like, was it more than 5 or less than 5?
More.
Was it more than 10 or less than 10?
It was more than 5.
Okay, so 5 to 10? Okay, is it more than 10 or do you remember?
I don't.
Okay. And when your dad fell, did you continue to shoot from your recollection?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
By the time he fell, it was over.
Okay. Because we'll bring in a few photos, and the only reason why we asked that is because in the crime scene where he was, there was casings around his body.
No.
One of the things that I'm concerned about down the line is that the autopsy shows that potentially maybe he was hit while he was already on the ground. If that's the case, I just want to jump ahead of that and figure out why that would be. So if that happened, I would really appreciate kind of the explanation behind that versus hearing it one way now and then figuring it out later. Because I'm not calling you a liar at all. I just want to get ahead and figure out what happened.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Okay, that's it.
I know it's a lot. We threw a lot at you, but
Kind of a motive yesterday as far as him forging your signature.
Yeah.
Now, is that true?
Yeah, that wasn't a motive, but that wasn't the reason why. It was kind of the reason why I went over there, but I was already wanting to go over there.
Okay.
But then once I got that call, it was like, yeah, I need to officially go over there because at this point, I feel like he was going a little bit too far with things. He's doing a lot. So once they called and told me that he forged my signature, I was like, okay, I'm gonna just go over here and grab them really quick because at this point, like, you can't just do court papers and then sign my signature on them and then say that this from him, because he had already been like trying to like threaten me to like go up there to do like custody papers and stuff. Why? And all I need is just for you to help watch the kids until I find a place to stay.
Was it releasing all your rights and him taking complete rights of the kids, or was it, what was the paperwork with?
I have no idea. I didn't really read it. They didn't really say exactly what it was. So I'm guessing I'm thinking it was releasing all my rights and over to him.
Why would he do that?
I have no idea. He can hardly even take care of himself. That's why I ended up just dropping them off at their dad's house, and then I was in my car.
Okay.
But I just need him at that moment to just, take the kids from me. I was not like I said, I was abandoning him or anything, so I wasn't.
And then how many kids you don't have to name, how many kids do you have with Corey?
Together we had 6 kids together, because 2 of them missing his.
Okay. I guess there's parts that you left out that we know there's just more to expand on. And I get it, you're scared. It's a trust issue. You've never talked with him before. Now this is your second interview with Mike. We're not gonna lie to you. We just want to hear an account as what happened. Do you know what happened to Corey?
No, like I said, when I was walking out the door, that's when everything happened when I walked out the door. As soon as I walked out into the hallway, I heard the gunshots and I turned around and I seen Mr. Williams on the floor.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you get contacted that there was this false signature, and then what do you do next?
And then that's when I put on my clothes, and then I contacted Corey and I said, hey, you guys put your clothes on because I want to go over there and grab the babies or whatever because your dad is doing too much, so I just want you guys to go with me. Just
talk to your son, Corey.
Yeah, okay. Corey Jr. I just asked him like, hey, could you and Aiden come down there with me just for like safety reasons so I can go grab the kids. After I got that call from the court, I called the non-emergency police line to see how can I get a police escort. And they told me to...
Now we see classic interrogation pressure techniques. Detectives are slowly introducing contradictions between the suspect's statement and physical evidence, specifically the number of shots fired and the victim's positioning. This is intentional. Instead of accusing directly, they guide the suspect towards self-correction. It's a psychological strategy. Let the suspect reconcile their own inconsistencies. Notice how they mention autopsy findings without fully revealing them. That's designed to test reactions. Do you think this method is fair or too psychologically intense for suspects?
And to call them, and they will come out and do the escort, and that's what I was going to do. But I took my sons with me for safety, just in case, because me and Corey has a history of domestic violence. Just in case he decided...
Which is reported?
Yeah, just in case he decided to want to put his hands on me, I just had my sons with me to, you know, help de-escalate things. When I got there, he wasn't there, so I just started putting their stuff on, getting them together. But then as we were getting them together, he came in the middle of that. And then he was...
Did he know you were going to be there?
No.
No, okay.
It was a...
So maybe it was a surprise to him that you were there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I was just like, you know, I'm coming to get the kids. And he's like, no, you can't do it, trying to show me that paper that he forged. And I'm like, I know you, that's just a paper that I know that you found off a line and you printed up and you typed it out and just took it up to the courts. That's not legit, you know, that's not real.
Yep.
So I was like, you know, where he's like, you're still not gonna leave, you're not gonna leave, you're not leaving. And I'm like, yes I am, yes I am. But then at that point, I was gonna go walk out to my car. I was gonna tell the boys to come on, let's go. And I was gonna walk to my car and call for the escort. But before I can do that, that's when everything just escalated from there.
So what was the trigger point?
The trigger point was like when me and Corey Sr. was talking in a conversation. Then Corey Jr. stepped in and told him like pertaining like, let us go. It was like something in that matter, like let us go, move out the way, let us go. And then after that, that's when they started getting into it and getting into a tussle. And then I had to step into them like twice to break it up.
They got into a tussle, okay.
Yeah.
Who's all in the apartment when the arguings occur?
It's everybody, and then I had my little ones go out into the hallway.
Who's everybody? Just name.
So it's me and all 8 of my children and Corey Sr. Hallway.
How long were you in the hallway for?
Like I want to say, like a second. Like I walked, as soon as I walked out the door. Bam, 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 bam. That's when I heard it, and I turned back around, and I ran back to the house. No. They proclaimed they had them, but I didn't see any guns. I didn't see it.
So here's the other problem that we have. Did you ever see, when you were in that apartment, did you ever see Corey Jr. or Corey Sr. with a gun?
No. When I went to the bathroom, When I went to the bathroom, that's probably when Corey grabbed the gun did, and I still didn't see it. I didn't even know he had it. I never saw anybody grab a gun. I never saw one gun, nothing. None of that. That's how I'm not understanding how Mr. Williams got shot. I never seen not one gun.
Well, he got shot a lot. You know that?
Yes, yes. I heard all the rounds when I was in the hallway. That's when I heard the rounds in the hallway.
How many?
I ran back, like I said, when I heard the gunshots, I ran back in. And then I seen what was going on. I said no, and I screamed and I yelled like, Corey, what's going on? What happened? What did you do?
What did he say?
I can't even remember what he said. I don't even think he really said anything.
Well, who ran in the apartment first? Was out by you?
Yeah, I ran back in first, and then it came in behind me.
And what did it do?
Like I can't even remember. Like everything is just so blank to me. Like
we gotta be a little more honest here.
Yeah, everything is so.
Listen to me. The fact that you don't see a gun at all, that is just so far from the truth.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. I didn't see a gun. By the time I was in the hallway and came back in, I don't know if he stuck it up under his shirt, tossed it, what? I don't know what he did with it.
I know what happened, and if you were in there first, you would have seen what happened too.
So, Aiden is telling us that when he gets in, so if you're before him, okay, so he's following after you, right? He's saying that he clearly sees Corey standing there with the gun pointing still at Corey.
Yeah, that's the part I blanked out on. That's what I'm talking about. I didn't see that part. This is the gun I seen. Now that I'm thinking about it, this is the gun I seen. I don't remember these 2 guns.
Okay, that's fair. Where did you see that one?
And this the one I seen. I don't remember those 2 when I seen them.
And where did you see it?
This is the one I seen in Corey's head. That's what I see. That's what I see. You know, I don't remember it like that's what I see. Cause I'm like, everything was all fast and I blacked out. I heard the gunshots, but I didn't see a gun. But then now I'm thinking about it. This is the gun I did see. Can I have somebody here to represent me too?
You can?
Yeah.
So you're here for aiding a felon.
I'm not aiding anything.
Well, I don't think he ever told you. So just
I didn't aid anything.
Just so that you know.
I didn't aid anything, and then I go to school too. I have my time.
After all interviews, evidence, collection, and interrogation, the case ultimately ends not with a long prison sentence, but a negotiated plea resulting in probation rather than extended incarceration. This outcome often sparks debate in cases involving family homicide. Should intent, age, and circumstances reduce punishment? Or should the severity of the outcome, loss of life, carry greater weight? This case sits right in that legal and moral gray zone. What do you think justice looks like here? If you found this breakdown insightful, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more real-life body cam analysis, where we break down what really happens behind police footage.